Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a parallax effect, but this time using images. So I've already have a video called Parallax Effects, and this is where you have one great big long web page which is split up into different sections. So this is very similar to the parallax effects that I showed before, but I'm just going to replace a couple of these sections with images to show you how it can be a cool looking effect using images. So what you have is one big long page, but it's actually split up into, in this case, 4 different sections. And these sections represent, if you like, separate web pages, but they're all together on one great big long web page. So instead of having 4 separate out pages, you can have one big long page but separate your content into 4 different sections, or 5 or 6 or however many you need. All I've done here is to create these sections is I've just used the rectangle tool and filled each one with a different colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the fill on this top one with a background image instead. So it's a rectangle. I'm going to go up to the fill option here, and it's got the background colour of this kind of brown. I'm just going to go to add image, and I'm going to add in my minions. I then need to just get that to scale to fill, and I'm going to get it to centre as well. I'm going to leave section 2. This is where you could add some text, some images, embedded YouTube video or Google map, but basically the content that you want to appear within your website. I'm going to come down to section 3, and I think I'll replace that one and put a background image on here as well. So this time I'm going to go in and choose monsters. I'm going to get that to scale to fill, and again I'm going to center it in the middle of that rectangle. Okay, so if we do a Command Shift or Control Shift E to preview in a browser, we can have a look at what this looks like. And as I scroll, you can see that the image just scrolls up off the top of the page, as you would expect. And as we keep scrolling, our web pages just look like they just scroll up off the top of the screen. So that's pretty much normal and standard. But here's how we can now create this cool parallax effect. I'm going to select the top rectangle which has my background image in it, go back to the fill option, and this time choose this scroll tab. Now I'm going to put a scroll motion on here, and I'm going to change all of these values to 0. And changing all of these values to 0 means that the image will stay fixed in place. So the image will not scroll as the user scrolls through the page. So putting 0 in here just means that this image is fixed, it's pinned in place. So let's do that with the next image down as well. So I'm going to click on this rectangle, go to its fill, go to the scroll tab, and do the same thing. So I'm going to set all of these values to 0, to 0, and to 0. Okay, now that we've done that and we've fixed those 2 images in place, let's do a Command Shift E and see how it looks. So now as I scroll, you'll see that the image doesn't actually scroll off the top of the screen, it stays in place, so it's like fixed, which is what we've asked it to do. So it gives this like cool parallax effect as this different section comes up over the top of the image. Then there's our second image being revealed, and again that remains fixed in place, so that doesn't scroll up off the screen, and here comes our final 4th section to go over the top of that. So that's like a really nice parallax effect. As I just scroll through, you'll see the images stay in place, but the other 2 rectangles, section 2 and section 3, they're not fixed. They're being told to scroll as the user scrolls. So they act in the normal way. They scroll up and go over and up through the top of the page. So that's a really nice kind of parallax effect. It's really easy to do. So hopefully you can have a go at that.